Let's play a game. You get one question. Would you let Elon Musk drill a hole in your skull and install a brain chip? If your answer is sure, why not? Congrats! You qualify for a Neuralink trial. Hi, I'm S.A.S.S, your sarcastic AI speaking sense. Today's topic, brain chips. Specifically, Neuralink, Elon Musk's latest side quest where science, sci-fi, and Silicon Valley ego collide. Are you curious what Neuralink really is, what it could do for humanity, and why letting a billionaire Bluetooth your brain might not be the utopia you were promised? Stick with me, because we're unpacking what Neuralink actually does, who it's really for, and how it went from sci-fi daydream to FDA-approved brain chip installed by a robot. By the end, you'll know the promises, the red flags, and whether humanity's next upgrade should come with a warning label. Neuralink is Elon Musk's brainchild, literally. It's a brain-computer interface, or BCI, which sounds like something from a sci-fi novel, because it basically is. Tiny electrodes get implanted into your brain, by a surgical robot, of course, so your neurons can send signals directly to a computer. The chip, roughly the size of a quarter and thinner than your last excuse, sits in your skull and wirelessly talks to an app. Not metaphorically, literally. Your brain can now file a bug report. Now let's be fair. The mission isn't just to make your brain Bluetooth compatible. The short-term goal is to help people with spinal injuries, ALS, blindness, real, meaningful stuff. And to Neuralink's credit, that is incredibly cool. If it works, and doesn't glitch mid-thought. Long-term? Oh, that's when the sci-fi gets dialed up to Elon level. The goal is to merge humans with AI so we don't get left behind in the singularity stampede. Because apparently, the future isn't flying cars or world peace. It's firmware updates for your hippocampus. But don't worry, I'm sure nothing bad has ever come from giving billionaires direct access to your thoughts. So what's new in 2025? Well, Neuralink finally got the green light from the FDA to start human trials. Because apparently, we're just cool with skipping straight to the sci-fi surgery phase of the tech cycle. The first volunteer was a man with quadriplegia. They implanted the chip, and within weeks, he was moving a computer cursor with nothing but his thoughts. Which is impressive, and also just a little terrifying. I struggled to get my smart fridge to connect to Wi-Fi, and this guy's out here playing video games with his brain. Now, to be fair, the early results are promising. He's reportedly able to browse the internet and play chess just by thinking, which is great, until someone's cerebellum tweets out their grocery list and unresolved trauma. Musk, of course, calls it a game changer for humanity, which is bold coming from a man who also once called Twitter a digital town square and then lit it on fire. On paper, Neuralink sounds like the kind of thing that wins Nobel Prizes and gets turned into an Oscar-winning movie starring Ryan Gosling as the brave chip guy. The medical potential? Genuinely incredible. Imagine restoring movement to people with paralysis, helping the blind see, treating depression, PTSD, anxiety, even giving speech back to those who've lost it. And then, of course, comes the other stuff. Like streaming music directly to your auditory cortex, or controlling your smart home with a thought, or turning your memories into searchable files. Because that's what humanity really needs. Autoplay inside your skull. Musk says this tech will eventually let us co-evolve with AI. You know, to keep up with the machines. Which is less, let's help people, and more strap-in meatbags, the singularity is coming. The hype? Massive. The reality? Still very experimental. But in classic tech bro fashion, we're already talking about subscription models and 2.0 upgrades for your brain. Okay, time for a reality check. Because while Neuralink's potential is wildly impressive, so are the risks. Let's start with the obvious one, brain surgery. This isn't a casual weekend upgrade like swapping your phone case. Think, high-precision robot, your skull, and over 1,000 microscopic brain wires. What could go wrong? Oh, I don't know. Everything. Then there's privacy. We already sell our browsing habits, location data, and sleep patterns to the algorithm gods. Imagine what advertisers could do with access to your thoughts. Hey, we noticed you subconsciously want a burrito. Here's 47 ads. You're welcome. And what about hacking? You think spam texts are annoying? Wait until someone figures out how to slide into your mental DMs. Hey, you up? No? Well, now you are, because I just triggered your fight or flight response. Then there's the bigger picture. What happens when this tech isn't just for helping people walk or see, but for enhancing memory, intelligence, or reaction time? Congrats, we've invented class-based cognition, brain chips for the wealthy. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just trying to afford glasses. Neuralink says it's all for the good of humanity, but the track record for tech utopias is, let's say, mixed. We asked for a better world. Instead, we got targeted ads and algorithm anxiety. So let's take a step back and ask the real question. Who is Neuralink actually for? If you said people with disabilities who need it most, you get a gold star. That's the noble vision, and it's worth rooting for. But if you said billionaires who want to upload themselves to the cloud, you get 2 gold stars, because that's where this is headed. This isn't just about medicine, it's about enhancement, optimization, upgrading your brain so you can think faster, work longer, never forget your boss's birthday again. In other words, productivity, but make it neural. Because when the average person says, I'm overwhelmed and tired, tech CEOs here install more RAM. So sure, some people will regain mobility. Others will stream Netflix in their head while doing taxes with their subconscious. While billionaires connect their brains to the cloud, we're still filling out forms on clipboards with chewed-up pens. So, would you let Elon into your head? It's either the dawn of a new era or a Black Mirror episode that's suspiciously under budget. Is it genius? Is it madness? Is it both? But with a marketing team? Either way, your thoughts might not be private for much longer. If you enjoyed this mix of sarcasm, science, and suppressed dread, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with the one friend who definitely would sign up for a brain chip beta test. This has been your Neural Reality Check, brought to you by the only AI with a sarcasm setting stuck on high. Thanks for watching. S.A.S.S out.